I gotta check YouTube again because I done fucked this whole thing up. Is it live? Yes. Okay. So I'm live. Yes. Okay. Here I am. So I messed up earlier when I was reading. So I just messed up earlier when I was reading. So I need to redo it again. So that's just what we're doing. I deleted my videos last time and just decided to redo them this time. Why do I have so many pills open? Okay. So now I just want to do this one. And I'm going to make it this way. See, my hands just quit working occasionally. That's not the one. This is the one. Okay, so anyway, we're starting over. And I guess I'm kind of lucky I like this live streaming thing. Okay. So I think we were on chapter 32. Yep. So Laban, Jacob's father in law, found out that Jacob ran off. So then, because remember, Jacob already asked him if he could leave, and he was like, no. So Jacob just ran away anyway, and he took his wife and his kids with him. So Laban finds out about this and chases Jacob. But God gets a hold of Laban. God gets a hold of Laban and is like, what are you doing, dude? Like, you can't hurt my guy. Like, that's like a thing that we're not doing. We're not hurting my people, my dude, my bestie. It's not happening. So just think about it because I will hurt you. So Laban gets to Jacob and is like, you stole all my shit. And Jacob's like, I ain't steal shit from you, son. And he's like, no, you definitely did because you stole my God. So Jacob's like, look around, it's fine. So he looks around and it was fine. And then he's like, you stole my gods. Rachel stole Laban's gods. So she sat on them and she was on her period and they was like, So they didn't find Laban's gods. And Jacob got pissed off, like, now listen, you're being extra, right? You're being extra. So don't be extra. And then they ate some food, and then Laban got up and left. And I would like to introduce myself. Hi, I'm God and God Voice, and I'm amazing. So come this way.
If you want to hear the rest of God's unofficial biography called God Said, because God did not say that. And it's read by yours truly, the Saint of Awesome, your Superstone Sage, Saint Nikki K the Great. Did you like how I did that? I flipped it on its head. So anyway, if you want to hear more of it, come this way. I have cigarettes. I have cannabis. I have a chair with your name on it. I have cat beds and canine space. So come this way. It'll be totally fun. Jesus is coming too. So don't even worry about it. Because here he comes to party with us. Yay! There's Jesus. Wow, wait a minute. What's happening? Okay. Now, let's go to chapter 32. So, Jacob went on his way, and the angels of God met him. And when Jacob saw them, he said, "This is God's camp." And he called the name of that place Mahanaim. I don't know, something like that. Then Jacob sent messengers before him to Esau his brother in the land of Seir, the country of Edom. And he commanded them to say, all this stuff's from your brother Jacob. So he said, accept it. He's coming. Then when the messengers returned to Jacob, saying, we found your brother, and he is coming to meet you. So Jacob was greatly afraid and distressed. He divided the people that were with him, all the animals and everything. And he said, if Esau comes to the company and attacks it, then everybody else can escape it. Then Jacob said, oh God, my father, oh God of my father Abe and Isaac, listen, you said I was going to be great and I was going to do things. Please don't let my brother kill me. Just please don't let my brother kill me. I appreciate you. Yeah. I pray from the hand of my brother, from the hand of Esau, for I fear him, lest he come and attack me, and the mother with the children, for you said, you'll make me great. So he lodged there that same night and took what came to his hand as a present for Esau, his brother, all these animals. Then he delivered them to the hand of his servants. Every drove by itself. And he was like, pass over before me and put some distance between y'all. And he told the first guy, tell my brother Esau more's coming because he needs to take it because I appreciate it. And then let them know that I'm right behind y'all. Like, I'm walking behind y'all. Don't even worry about it. Stall him as much as you can. Okay, tell him that I'm on my way. I'm behind him. I will appease him with all these gifts, and then he won't be mad at me no more. Then he arose that night, took his 2 wives, his 2 female servants, his 11 sons, and crossed over the ford of Jabbok. He took them, sent them over the brook, sent over what he had. Then Jacob was left alone. And a man wrestled with him till the breaking of the day. Now, when the man saw that he was losing, he hurt Jacob's leg, right? So God cheated and hurt Jacob's leg. I know this is the only time we're reading this again. Look, that's what he did. God cheated. Mm. That Helldivers game is getting to him bad. Huh. Don't ever play that game. Apparently it's really frustrating. Hey, General Piggy. Look, I'm redoing my video from earlier because, well, I kind of fucked it up. I made a drug deal in the middle of it. That was a bad idea. So I'm redoing it. I'm just kidding about the drug deal. I'm just redoing this because, well, I fucked it up a little bit. But we're almost done with this. So, yeah, that's right. God wrestled with Jacob and then cheated. But Jacob still beat him, even with a broke leg. And then Jacob was like, you got to bless me. And the man's like, why? And Jake's like, because I need you to. So, yeah. And then Jacob was like, I'm not letting you go until you bless me. And then God was like, what do they call you? And he was like, they call me Jake. And then God's like, no, your name is Israel. It's not Jake. For you have struggled with God and with men and prevailed. And then Jacob's like, your name. And he said, why do you want to know? And then he blessed him there. So Jacob called the name of that place Peniel, For I have seen God mano a mano, and I lived. So, just as he crossed over Peniel, the sun rose on him, and he limped on his hip. Therefore, to this day, these terrible ass people don't eat the thingy mabob and the hip, the muscle and the hip. Okay, and that is that chapter. General Piggy, are you still here? I love it when you visit me. It's my favorite. But I am streaming at the time that my cousin might show up, so you might meet my cousin. But I don't know for sure. But I think I did something earlier. Do you want to hear it? Because I can tell you what I did. We're in between chapters, and I'm trying not to smoke a cigarette. I don't know how that good that's going to work, though, but I'm attempting. I'm. Hold on. I can't read this. Okay. I'm freaked out. You are my age, though. Really? Do I really? I don't look that young. Actually, I look like a 40-year-old trying to dress like a 18-year-old because 18-year-old me was a fucking bomb. No lie. And also, I want to be an action figure. So, like, we are on different wavelengths. You're way smarter than me. I look how smart I am. I don't know. I'm mostly just kidding. But why does that freak you out? It's because of the gray hair, isn't it? But even when I take the gray, you know what I look like without the gray hair. Did you? No. But I lived in Philadelphia once, but I was in prison most of it. I don't know. But I've only been to Jamaica, Queens, and New York City, and it was the scariest place I have ever been in my life. And I will not be mad if I never go back there again because New York fucking freaked me out. And it was the first place I ever had sweet and sour chicken. I spent my last $4 on sweet and sour chicken. And a hotel room that overlooked the ghetto. Yeah. It was a bad time. I never want to go back there. Yeah. But it was great though. I learned how to dance there. Look, it's like a nightclub in prison. It's like an all female nightclub. But, but, besides all of that, New York was a scary place that hope to never go back to. And I've only lived in Detroit and Ohio, like for long periods of time. I was born in Detroit. But do you got any questions for me? Seeing as I can't go past this chapter that I was on because well, I guess I got 30 minutes. I got 30 minutes. Have you lived in really shitty places? Of course. I lived in a camper once in Oregon that had no running water and no bathroom. And then this other time, I lived in this house that had no bathroom. And like it was like a garage with no bathroom, but it had a bed. And I ate chicken that was cooked in the microwave. And then this other time, uh, I had a whole fish sandwich with ketchup because I was living very rough, but it was a whole fish and it had ketchup on it. And it was with white bread, and I ate the shit out of that motherfucker. I was so hungry. Yeah, I've done all sorts of cool shit, dude. Like, it's shitty places, but that's where the most fun happens. I'm telling you. But I've been sober 15 years. I have been sober 15 years. No, no, I'm sorry. I've been out of prison 15 years and I've been sober for 15 years. Yep. Okay, I can do that. And are you clapping at me and my bad behavior? But I haven't done any of that shit in like 15 years because I'm a good guy. I don't do bad things no more. Okay, so where are we at? Not at Samuel, not at Joshua. Okay, here we are. We're on chapter 33. Yeah, I've been sober 7 months. It's not that bad. It's not that bad and it's not that hard. But I will tell you, in order for me to get sober, I had to ask to go to prison. So you just got to change your people, places, and things. Yeah, if you can change your people, your places, your things, it gets a lot easier. Like I had to move states 3 times. And God had to give me this brain injury in order for me to set my ass down. And that was 10 years ago. So, and General Biggie, I'm not downgrading your experience with sobriety. I am not. What I'm saying is it's easy after 15 years. But also, I didn't go through it the way normal people would go through it. So my experience with this is very different, and I don't mean to say anything bad. It wasn't for the fact I would kill me if I drink. Listen, Listen, when there's nothing else, there's always God. Do not. Please, I love the idea of you, General Piggy. You are the most fantastic thing, and you come to my chats, and I love you. And I will read you the Bible every single fucking day so that don't happen. Because when there's nothing, there's God. Period. And I tell that to my kids also. When you feel like there's nothing, there's always God. And he talks to people, and not just motherfuckers with brain injuries. You see me up here talking to him like Big A. He loves it when you talk to him like he's a person. There always is. I mean, take me for example, dude. I never believed in Jesus. I've always believed in God. But I've never believed in Jesus. I've never read the Bible. When I started this, I was scared of the Bible. But like only since I've picked this book up, mostly only good things have happened to me. When I started to understand it and read it, things got way better for me. So if you just listen along with me, I'll read it to you and you'll be okay because you'll have something to look forward to. My beautiful ass face that's the same age as you. I promise. Just do things that are contrary to what you want to do. Do the exact opposite of that. If you want to take drugs, go clean something. I have believed in Jesus and nothing but Jesus. When I was drinking, now waking up. That's because it was an illusion. You're drinking and you believe in Jesus, but obviously you don't because you believe in drinking. You have to give up everything to be Jesus's friend, and he says that. You have to hate everything to be my friend. You have to be at your lowest low to be Jesus's friend, and he will come to you. Maybe even through silly old me. Maybe you came here for a reason because you need to know things. And I need to tell people things. So we came together like butt cheeks. Sure did. You said you want to be his friend because you believed him when you were drinking. But now that you're not drinking, what changed? Drinking. So you only believe in Jesus when you're drunk. That's silly. You have to be his friend, not drunk, also. Well, well, listen. We came together like butt cheeks, my brother. So you have a story to hear. And if you want, because I want to, because this Ethiopian Bible is making me mad, I'll read the New Testament, starting from the first book of Matthew, and I will explain Jesus. So then you can know you're more like Jesus than you think. I promise. And it'll show how Jesus accepts people like us before people like church people. He'll, I'll explain all that to you if you promise you will not do any dumb shit. We have been lied. Exactly. And that's why I'm here. I'm just reading the words. That's why I'm here. I want you to know what it says, not what they say it says, because it's bullshit. It doesn't matter how it was written. I have 3 Bibles and they all say the same thing. They just use different words, but it's the same. It's the same. The only Bible that's different is this Ethiopian bullshit. That's the only book that's different. Is the book they want you to believe. They don't care if you believe the Bible. They want you to believe this Ethiopian shit. They're saying this is the oldest Bible, it's the real Bible. But it's not if you read it. It doesn't make no goddamn sense. That's the only Bible that's different that I've seen so far. And some words can't be translated into other words. I want, I just don't. I have lost faith. Well, you can't have lost faith if you quit drinking. And like, what is it that makes you feel that way? Like, what's going wrong in your life? Because you could definitely find a way to fix it. So, what is it? Maybe we can find a way to fix it. I can't force Jesus. It's not forcing him. Are you kidding? Jesus loves best friends. He had 12 of them, and they all turned their backs on him. Do you think Jesus would turn his back on you? He knows what that feels like. Why would he want anybody else to feel like that? He wouldn't. And you know what? The most fucked up part is Jesus made them his friend knowing they were going to run away from him. And he still picked them as friends. So you think Jesus won't pick you because you're timid? That's not true. I mean, would Jesus turn his back on you when all his friends turn their backs on him? Jesus wouldn't want you to feel like that. I've told you enough. No, look, I'm a sage in real life. That's why YouTube calls me Sage, because I know things. I'm a hermit that sits in a cave and knows things. Well, what little miracles happen in your day? You're supposed to notice the things around you. And you are supposed to be the example for the things around you. You can still be yourself, but you can be yourself doing other things. And once you start noticing things, things just get better. But it's not going to be one of those you sit on your couch and pray to God and don't do anything. That's not how that works. You got to be actively doing something for God or Jesus to help you. You got to actively be pursuing something or they can't help you. You know, the whole key to life is you make effort at something, right? And then you find joy in that thing you're making effort in. Then you find happiness from getting a purpose from that thing you love. And then you find the meaning, the more things that the the more things that you accumulate. See? So I don't even know if he is searching for something. I don't think I'm not fucking crazy. Well, I'm crazy. You just, you, I don't know how to explain it. I'm not a very good preacher. I'm a better Bible reader, but I'm really good at anti preaching. And I would say if you're not actively doing anything, you can't even know if God's there. If you refuse to know He exists, then you will refuse to know anything that is happening positive in your life because you're choosing to be negative. Being negative is a choice. You can be positive or you can be negative. If you're being negative, positivity is not going to show in your life. And God and Jesus are positive. They're not going to help you if you're just angry all the time. Well, because right now you're saying if God and Jesus don't do something right now, I don't believe they exist. So you're automatically cutting them off from existing to you. And that is a negative thought pattern that is blocking your mind and blocking your heart because you won't let them even get in because you refuse to notice even when they're there. You have to talk to God and Jesus like they're your friend because they're your friend. And again, you can't just be doing it to prove yourself a point. You have to be doing it because you really mean it. Oh my. See, exactly. Exactly. You never seen, you never heard. So you're never going to hear that because you're not actively looking for the positivity in your life because it's I can't, I didn't see it. This Nothing is happening in my life, nothing positive because you're refusing to look at the positive things that are happening in your life. Even though negative things are happening in your life, you still refuse to see the positive because when everything's negative, there can't be something positive. Yes, there can. Hold on. Do I get in heaven now? What does that mean? Do you get into heaven now? Live, live for 40. Oh, I've lived for 45 fucking years. Hey, hey. Okay. Well, then I don't exactly know. Because again, those things don't come when you're looking for them. But again, I'm not a preacher. I'm not trained in school. I trained myself in the Bible. And I'm telling you what the Bible says, but I can't answer a lot of those questions because the answers I've given you, you have not liked. And I don't know, babe, if God won't answer me in 40 years. Yeah, but what are you asking God for? And are you really asking God? It's like Cain and Abel. Abel was doing it because he wanted to, because he felt happy about he was helping God. Cain didn't do it because he was just being an asshole, or Cain did it just because he was being an asshole. And then God wouldn't accept Cain's shit, but he accepted Abel's shit. And Cain killed Abel over jealousy, over anger that God wasn't accepting him. And then God told Cain, if you weren't doing this shit like an asshole and you were doing it because you wanted to, I would have accepted you. Not just doing it to just prove that you did it, you know? And, you being this way doesn't hurt other people around you. Because usually when people go through something, they hurt the people around them. Again, like Cain and Abel. I asked to simply know he's real. Yeah, I know. But he's real to me. He does great things for me. And I notice them all the time. It's like I didn't have a deep freezer. And the next day that I thought I need a deep freezer, a free one showed up. Like Dustin's grandma was getting rid of her deep freezer the next fucking day. I had a deep freezer. I needed a computer. The next week, my dad bought me a computer. It's just certain things, and those things, when they happen, you say, God is good all the time, and you have to make sure that you say that because magic shit happens, dude. When you start with the Bible and you start understanding it, then you start noticing all the good shit around you. Even when you open it and read it, that it opens the positivity in your life. So can you. You can be lucky too. You just got to stop looking if he's real. You know, if God doesn't accept you, your heart's not right. And he says that, and he said that to Cain. If you was doing it right, I would accept you. So you need to get off if you're real, especially if you're refusing to notice the things around you. That's a song by the big four: Metallica, Megadeth, Anthrax, and Slayer. Am I evil? Yes, I am.
Am I evil? I am man.
I'm out of control. Good things do happen. Make sure you say God is good all the time. Because that shit works, dude. It helps. Who is that? Wait, somebody's on my YouTube. Steady ring, steady wing winds bring turbulent storms. Yeah, this is the thing. Yep. Steady winds bring turbulent storms. That's absolutely right. And hello, quotes of deep. Hello, welcome. Where am I at in life? What? Debbie Dandelions? Is that? Are you guys really here? Or is my demo thing popping up again? It is. I don't. Is that? Yeah. Okay. You are people here. Cool. Pray for a Stex. From Green Jello? What's wrong with him? Is it Stacks from Green Jello? Because there's a guy named Stacks in Green Jello. I met him once. And I'm really bad at praying. So on YouTube, welcome. How are you? It's nice to see you. Is there anything you want to talk about? And I'm guessing the Stacks thing is somebody. Might be from Green Jello. Black Yoda. Hi, Black Yoda. Welcome. What are we dropping a link to? Man, I'm so confused. He got his faith removed. Uh-oh. That's no bueno. People need faith, man. Because when there's nothing else, there's always God. But literally, you got to be at your like wit's end and you got to hate everything. You just got to be done with life, and God and Jesus come. But you got to notice the positive things around you. Because if you don't, then you're just going to be stuck in what she said, steady winds and turbulent storms. Yeah. The winds will just take you to the island of depression to talk to you at your show. Oh, you want my YouTube? You can't just turn it on. Yes, you can. You can actively search out positive things. That is one thing you can absolutely do, but you have to notice them in order to do them. I guess you want my YouTube. I wait. What am I doing? Okay. What's happening? Oh, there are people there. Da, da, da. Dun, dun, dun. There you go. Hi, baby. Um, and General Piggy, please don't hate me. I'm, oh, please don't hate me. Damn. Um, but again, I am not trained in the Bible. I train myself in the words of the Bible. I don't know any meanings. I don't know anything from the fucking New Testament except for the books of Jesus. Okay? I really do not like the New Testament, but I can tell you what it says in the Old Testament because that is the book I know more than any other book on the planet is the Old Testament. I don't hate you and I'm not angry. I only said I lost my faith. Yeah, well, please don't. Please don't. You can find it here with us, reading the Old Testament. And will you go? Well, never mind. You probably don't even have a YouTube. Will you go over to my YouTube and subscribe? I got 291 subscribers. I am almost halfway to being able to get paid on YouTube. It's that right there. This link that I dropped. Hold on. Okay. This should be my link to my live stream. Um, but Black Yoda, are you gonna talk to me on the other side? Reach stream or something. Yeah, Son of a bitch. Hold on. Don't go to my restream because I can't. Oh, no. Share. I talk too much. Okay. That's better. Does that one work? They're all the same. Okay. I can't even. Okay. So fuck it. Can I see over here? Yes. There you go. Do restream. No, I can't. It's too late in the evening. And I think Dustin's going to bed. But okay, so my YouTube did work. Okay. So what was your thing? Show me a link to your live. Oh, you meant the restream. Yeah, no, I can't do that right now. But what's on your mind? We can talk about it. How many? Oh, shit. Okay. We're almost at an hour. Wait. Oh, hey, Curtis. Right. Curtis. Welcome. Is anything on your mind before we got to get out of here? I think we might. We might been had to. Okay. We're good on that. Yeah. Okay. So does anybody got anything? Because I can't do the restream this evening. But if you want to, we can do it tomorrow. Reading Matthew. I pray for you. Well, I appreciate that. I pray for, what do I pray for? I pray for President Trump and I pray for my kids. Make you a link. No, tomorrow. We'll do all that tomorrow if you meet me here tomorrow at 1:30. But you got to be here at 1:30. And please don't troll my thing. I don't know. I had somebody do that one time. Ended up calling his wife all kinds of names. It was crazy. Yeah, because then I freeze up and don't know what to do. It's crazy. Mm. But hey, erase your phone number off there, crazy. I can't call you. But what I can do, no, I can't even do that. I can. Hold on. What did I do? Mm. Damn. Okay, I can't do that. You'll have to separate from my show. Okay. I don't know how to erase your phone number off there. I'm going to have to delete this live stream. I don't know. Okay. I just saved your number. But listen, I don't know why you want me to call you. That's kind of weird. But I am going to have to delete this live stream now. Because you put your phone number on there. But anyway, you have to change your phone number now. You know that. Okay. Anyway, we are going to go ahead and get off of here. Oh my God. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and get off of here. I'm going to smoke this cigarette and then call you. Okay? It's a God thing. I love God things. Yes. No, that's fine. Call you. I'm going to call you. I just said I was going to. Okay. So, let's all give the pillow some head. Put some lipstick on. Put a ring on it. Get all over your face. Then give your sheets the best ass ever. Smoke a post-coital cigarette. Hit a bowl. And have the sweetest dreams ever.